Our Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams is back with our full first alert forecast. Paul, we know the heat is here and unfortunately not going away.
One thing's for sure, folks are either making their way around the corner for dogfish for a drink to keep them cool or right over towards the pool to keep cool. But the deal here is trying to keep cool. Here's a look at what's happening with the temperatures right now. We have temperatures holding in the 80s right now. We're at 87, for example, in Georgetown, 84 degrees for us in Millsboro, and 82 in Selbyville. We are picking up a spot shower or two, and it's flickering more so over towards the Salisbury area at this present time, and just barely scraping the extreme southwest corner of Sussex County. Now, keep in mind, as far as the forecast is concerned, we're looking for a chance of spotty showers throughout the Delmarva Peninsula in general, but most of it looks like it's going to stay to our south. I mean, when I'm talking about right in this area here, and then also in this area to our west, so it's not going to be a permanent problem for us. Keep in mind that as far as the forecast is concerned, we start off with looking at Friday, starting off in the morning time, and temperature starting off in the 70s, but look, we bounce back into the 80s, but at least it's better than the 70s. So we see a bit of a break, a crack, a chink in the old armor, so to speak. Then as we go into Saturday, we start off at 71, somewhat sweltering degrees, and then we get a chance to warm back into the 80s, but you'll notice that we have that chunk of scattered shower activity with a chance of thunderstorms kicking back into the forecast, and a little thick with the temperatures, at least right there and that threshold where it could be a problem. Now with all this heat and humidity, it's looking like the mosquito activity is going to be very high for Friday, Saturday, and then stay high at least on Sunday, but at least it'll be a little bit better time we get to Sunday. And by the way, speaking of Sunday, we're calling for a first alert day on Sunday, and let me show you why. We are expecting for this wall of rain. Now, what I'm showing is that all of this rain is going to be just the beginning of it, okay? Now, even with that being the case for us, we go into the forecast and you'll see now it covers the entire area, and so it stays problematic for the entire day, so nothing really leaves until really we get done with Sunday. Here's a look at your Paul Davis restoration and forecast. We're looking at Friday's 91 for the high, and then 88 for us actually on Saturday, that first alert day for Sunday, and we're calling it early because the possibility of flooding, not necessarily heat. And then on Monday, we're looking at 87 degrees. Now, in our next segment, we're going to be talking about at 6 o'clock just how hot those cars can really get, even if we drop into the 80s instead of the 90s, because it doesn't have to be crazy hot outside to be crazy hot in a car. Reporting live outside with your weather report on Coast TV, I'm Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams. Back to you.